So they had to do this thing. Like anyone teaching the theory of evolution is considered to be a minister of that great religious system. So that guy was now considered one of the greatest because of the stupid idea that he came up with. Hey, what are YouTube, man? It's your boy. I am back with another one, and that is not my name. Just to put it out there, my name is not. I'm back with another one, and just not to waste your time, let's get back to this video. We're just gonna hit part 3. Is it part 3 or part 4? I forgot. I lost track because last week my PC started acting up, so I couldn't record, and my laptop, can record it cannot handle a lot of softwares because I have a lot of softwares already in my laptop, like the editing and all that, and also it couldn't handle the OBS. So when I tried to download it and record with it, the audio quality was terrible, so worse than what it is right now. So I was like, hey, I'm not going to do anything. I'm just gonna wait till the PC comes back from the factory, because I had to send it back to the factory so they can fix it and then send it back to me after that. So that's the whole deal. Anyway, enough with my story. Let's get back to the video. And just for those who just started watching this video from this part or from this episode, I'm gonna give you a little bit of context, because I started reacting to this because of the whole reason was the conversation I had with my friend, and how this whole story kind of the first parts, what he talked about, it was really something that was closely related to what I went through when I was with my ex-girl. But anyway, I'm no longer there. I'm in a new bro. Let me show you, man. I'm not gonna show you my ex-girl, but I'm gonna show you my new girl, right? Let me show you my new girl. Alright, this is the convo. Alright, that's the convo right there. And that's my new girl right here, man. You know what I mean? she not a 10, bro. She a million. Yeah, I'm glad, man, I left my ex-girlfriend, bro. Anyway, it is what it is. Let's get back to the video. That's not what this whole thing is about. Let's
you
go.
An idea about the kinds of blessings that you would
That's
receive?
right. Yeah.
But after you left that typewriter, the room where the lawyer was, they tried to draw you into a commitment by getting you to make a public profession. Tell us about that.
Well, they have a super beautiful resort in the Laurentian Mountains, which is north of Montreal, north of Saint Agathe. Saint Agathe is a famous name there in Montreal. Montrealers, because they all go Saint Agathe or north there, to summer home and that. So they had a big resort up there for their people, So it's a close society. And they had on October the 30th, Halloween, is that?
October 31.
31, last day of October. They had what they call live animal sacrifices. I don't know what it is, but they did. We could never find out.
Live animal sacrifices, that's October 31. That's the end of October, and that is the time when they have these what you call them, Halloween. They have Halloween on, I think it's October 31st, if I'm not mistaken. If I am, then let me try to bring that up right here. Just hold on a second, let me find it. When is Halloween? Man. Yeah, don't judge me, man. Halloween is not part of my culture. Yes, October 31st, right there. October 31st is the day people celebrate Halloween. Can I put it there? Then I'd have to minimize this. Yeah, you see, October 31st, that's the day that people celebrate Halloween and stuff like that. So, all that. I'm sorry about that. I'll clean that up.
October the 30th. Halloween, is that?
October 31.
31, and last day of October.
All right, so last day of October, that's October 31. That is the day people celebrate Halloween. I had to just check that out real quick. So you see, Thursday, 30. Okay, 2024 is going to be on Thursday. That's the day people are going to celebrate Halloween. And on this day, there are a lot of sacrifices that happen during this time of the year, and like not of the good side, but of the evil side. Because anyway, let's get back to the video, man. I don't want to explain things that I'm not I'm not part of, but I'm just saying this because like of what I've heard from what people say and what I've seen in the movies. I know and what the culture of this whole thing is about anyway.
They had what they call live animal sacrifices. I don't know what it is, but they did. We could never find out. By the time that the Lord pulled me out of there, I had not yet found out what it was. So you have this intrigue involved in there. And you talked about three very unique services that I attended there that sit on my mind forever. One was entitled Christian Idolatry. Another one was entitled the
Christian idolatry. Hold on. I was about to say something about the Roman Catholic Church, right? But now I want to go back a little bit and ask this question, but I'm not going to ask you. I'm just going to hold on. I'll be back. Just hold on. Idolatry. All right. So the first, where should I read? Okay, here it says, the first of the biblical 10 commandments prohibits, means it is not allowed to worship idols in the Bible, right? It is not allowed to worship God through an idol. So I cannot say, or it is not allowed to worship Jesus through Maria. How can I go to God and worship God through his mom? Right? How can my wife say that she loves me through my mom? It doesn't make sense, right? How can my kids say that they love... Okay, I don't have kids, I don't have a wife, but I'm just making an example. How can my wife and my kids say that they love me through my mom? Right? It doesn't make sense. How can you say that you love your girlfriend through their parents or their siblings? It doesn't make sense, right? I'm trying to make this like simple and like for both of us, for all of us to understand in a way. Like it doesn't make sense. So here it says the first, right, of the biblical 10 commandments prohibits idolatry. You shall have no other gods before me. That's what God said. It's not me. There should be no other gods except for God.
Super deception of a glorious new age, which actually applies to the new age today. And this was 1946 that we're talking. And then the other one was Satan's Great General Council of the 1700s.
And I heard from a little bird that the United Nations. Hey, let me go, man.
And Mr. The things that I heard there.
There's a lot, bro.
Was an eye-opener. First of all, we'll go through the Great General Council.
Okay.
At the beginning of the 1700s, said the high priest, Satan and all his spirit counselors held a Great General Council with one purpose in mind. It was to prepare for the great industrial age that was soon to break upon the world. And Lucifer also foresaw another age that was to follow that, where tremendous scientific discoveries would be made by people, and we would enter a unique age that would change the way that everybody lives. It would also serve to usher in the end times and the close of the great controversy between the forces of good and evil. And the priest said that Lucifer had been studying the Bible. And he found in Daniel 12:4, where we are told about the time of the end, many shall run to and fro, knowledge shall be increased. Mm-hmm. He understood it to be that we're getting to that point. And he had, with all the spirit counselors, to change their modes of operation in order, to ensnare people. Mm-hmm. And to devise a way whereby people would disqualify themselves from being members of Christ's kingdom.
And he was just very candid.
And the people, they are already disqualifying themselves, from being or from entering God's kingdom by following the New Age doctrine, what they are deeming as right. You know what I mean? Like the things that we grew up knowing that it was wrong, a lot of people right now, they are actually idolizing them as right, so. And there's this song by I'm scared to play it because maybe if I play it from my phone, this video is not gonna get flagged. It's by this girl called Terrian or whatever, Terrian. It says, honestly, let me see here. Right, so honestly, I don't know, it's gonna come up or not. Honestly, we just need Jesus, so it goes like this. You can just go search this song, man. Search it up, man. Look it up from App Store. Alright, so it's just there's a lot of things, man, happen. Like, I really sometimes wish I can just dissect my mind and just take all these things and put them all together in one place and then just share it in one video, so that I don't try to confuse anybody,
about this.
Oh yeah.
Telling you and the rest of the group, 60 or 70 people there, the plans that
close to 100 people
Lucifer had revealed to him.
Mm-hmm. And by the time the council came to a close, they had three major policies that were going to be followed. First, they were to see to it that humans would be made to believe that Satan and his angels do not really exist. Because up to that time, you could walk down a street of Paris and you would have signs that would say where you have a soothsayer or a fortune teller of some type, and if you want to put a curse on someone, you could go and see this other old lady over there, the old witch. That's the way it goes. But now it had to change. Lucifer says we have to make sure that humans, get to believe that Satan and his angels do not really exist.
Roger, that's interesting because a recent research study report that I read indicated that in a national survey, I believe it's over 75% of people do not really believe in a real tangible devil. Mm-hmm. But there is one.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Now, the next thing that the
I'm gonna
people...
do it. I'm sorry, bro. We gotta find the truth, man. You just say it, right? And this is like the 21st century right now. So the guys say this. What is it? This is a newspaper or what? It's a blog. I don't want to go down with the. Let's just check the headline. You know, the headline say that it's not a headline. The title, right? So most American Christians do not believe that Satan or the devil or the Holy Spirit exist. Okay. People don't believe that. It's weird.
Parts policy that they had adopted there. The second one was to find a way of being able to get total control of people's minds. And that would be done by taking hypnotism out of the realm of the occult and introduce it as a new science for the benefit of mankind.
So part of what the high priest told you.
Hypnotism. Where I know I'm going back and forth. We're going to take a long time to finish this. But we got to do it, bro. Look. I don't know how to write the word. Oh, there's a Y. Hypnotizing. I love Cora, bro. So basically what is happening here, I'm gonna cut this video, man. So look what Cora is saying, right? So Cora said, do more. This is a question, right? So yes, say yes. Man, I can only see it clear from this side. So yes, they do, knowing how to mesmerize, right? So they're parishes. So the other thing is like to hypnotize is to mesmerize somebody, make them believe that this is enticing. You know what I mean? Something like that. So what he's talking about is something that we just, at the click of the button, you can find that information. So I'm just trying to do that. Like, you can find this information on the internet now in this day and age. You don't need to go to the library anymore. Like, as I was watching, and I was like, you know, let me just find the truth right now. You know what I mean? Let's go.
Was Satan's strategy to take total control of people's minds.
Mm-hmm. They felt that by taking hypnotism out of the realm of the occult and introducing it as a new science for the benefit of mankind, they could then use people of great renown.
And then that's the reason why now, in this time and age, like, you can find these churches, they having these people preaching in the church saying, and like the congregants actually call them Papa, you know, this is my daddy, this is my father. And they don't even call their father daddy at home, right? But they're out here calling this grown man like daddy, father, posting them even on Father's Day. I have never seen you post your dad, but you're posting that pastor on Father's Day and say, Happy Father's Day, daddy, right? You are ashamed of your own father just because he's broke. He doesn't have money. He's not rich. He's not wearing all those fancy suits. And you're out here posting, oh, daddy, oh, whatever. And these people, they're sleeping with your mothers and your grandmothers and your sisters and your babies. And you're calling them whatever. They're hypnotizing you, bro. That's crazy, though.
Educators, people of capacity that would do great things, such as supposedly regress people in time to former lives that they had. And of course, after the session is over, the person would not know a thing about ancient history, and the person that she or he has talked about.
That's one thing I've been talking about. Why is it the current history that we're taught in school or at school is only currently, okay, now maybe it's probably like 500 years ago, 500 years of history. What happened to the history of like 600 years ago, right? They don't teach that at school. They don't teach us the history of like, 600 years ago, this happened. There've been some videos that came out showing that back then, people used to have phones, like cell phones. Okay, they weren't like this, but there were cell phones like something like a brick like this, but it was a cell phone. It was a mobile phone. They used to have mobile phones back in the day, right? They used to have cars, right? They used to have cars. Currently, these cars that we have right now, they're dumb. But they used to have cars that these back wheels here, they can like hit like a 180 degree, right? A 180 degree move, like just like, because right now they're vertical, right? And go horizontal like this, right? And then they can like, tilt the car like this in the same space. Like the car is parking like this, right? It needs to get out of the parking. Right now you have to go like this and then like this, right? I don't know if you can see that, but now if the car is in the park, I mean like back then, these wheels at the back, right? They'll just like lift up a little bit and then they just like hit like a 180 and then you see the car turning like that and then going back into position and reverse. That used to be the technology back then, but they don't talk about that. They don't talk about the Great Flood. The Bible talks about the Great Flood, but the books at school, they don't talk about the Great Flood. That is why they also want to take the Bible away from the people right now. Because the Bible has that information. And think about how many books of the Bible also have been taken out. Man.
Ancient history. And the person that she or he has talked about performing, certain deeds, we'll say 3,000 or 4,000 years ago. But this was their strategy. Now, what this would do for the thing is this, that it would create in the minds of the general public, solidly set in the mind of the general public, an unwavering trust in that great deception. In other words, people could, they would believe it. This person was hypnotized, was regressing time to, former lives, and did this and did that, and no deception. Maybe Alexander the Great, we'll say, and some of the generals and people like that. And the person, after the session is over, comes out of hypnotism, and he or she doesn't know what she's talking about. So now this would be a way of de-Christianizing the Western world through the avenue of mysticism. Now the time came when
mysticism that just create a stupid mystery. Like, it's just a mystic. It's a game, bruh. Like, think about it. Like, today, we go to work, we come back home, we're tired, we're not taking care of our bodies, we're eating unhealthy food, and the food that we buy from the stores that is supposedly, okay, the food that we might think that is healthy is not healthy, and it's also expensive. You know what I mean? It's like, at the end of the day or at the end of the month, you don't have money in your pocket left. You've been buying this super expensive food, super expensive lifestyle that doesn't even make sense at the end of the day. Like, you don't even know your own purpose. Why are you here? You know what I mean? Ask people like, yo, why do we even exist? Half of the people that I've asked that question, they don't have the answer. They don't know why we are here. I'm asking this question because I also want to know, why are we here? But it's like, hey man, we just gotta breathe. You know, I remember when I was going through depression also, I was like, because like depression, it depends with how you actually feeling at the time. There's some people that gets hit like really hard. Like for me, I was hit hard, but I was like still had my own, like, you know, sanity. Man, this pimple is weird. Right? I was still a little bit sane, and I could understand what was going on. So I never forced situation. I got to a point where I was asking myself, like, what am I going to do? You know, like, I don't understand. Why am I even here? Why do I have to go through this? Why am I depressed? Why am I going through all this pain? You know, mental unwellness, all that. I was asking myself all those questions. Then, okay, it is a weird thing, but it is one of the things that really brought me out of depression. I told myself, I was like, dude, sometimes just forget about everything, breathe. You know, breathe and wait for the day to come, and that's it. Because you are a coward. You cannot take your own life. So just breathe, right? Breathe and let everything that needs to happen, because everything is happening for you at the end of the day. I'm winning. If I wake up the next day, I'm winning. So that mentality brought me back, kinda, but like, it wasn't like a good mentality to think like you just have to breathe and die. There's a reason why we are all here. That's the purpose. That's the reason why we are all watching this video right here, because we're trying to find out, like, okay, this video was made like years ago, and we're trying to find out like some answers. We're trying to search for answers too, right? I'm searching for answers. You're searching for answers. That's why you're here. So let's find them. Let's find some answers, right? We don't know anything. We're gonna get on our fingers, search this information, comment down below so that we all share this knowledge together. We're a family here, man. We don't hold back. Let's go.
Lucifer decided that he had to choose a person to initiate this thing. And Franz Mesmer, which was an Austrian physician, was chosen. Because
the priest told you all of this?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Because he was most capable. Mesmer originated a theory called animal magnetism. Because
the priest told you all of this?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Because he was most capable.
Who's Franz Mesmer? Mesmer. Wow, this is the dude. I'm trying to zoom it in so we can read it all together, you know. He was like a German physician, and interest of astronomy and theorized the existence of process natural energy transference occurring between all inanimate and inanimate objects. This called animal magnetism, later referred to mesmerism, which is same as hypnotism. Hypnotize, whatever the word may, you know what I mean, man. Hey, I'm getting pissed off too, bro. Getting pissed off because I can't read the word. Alright, so cool. I'm gonna stop a little bit here. So remember what, okay, we tried to search this thing earlier, how churches, right? Remember what he say here? The word is a dude. How did he know? That's the name. This is the guy that we... What? Okay. So they use this, they hypnotize people to convert people. But it's not all churches though. Don't get me wrong, right? Some churches, they're real churches. Some churches are not. So it's not all. It's not all of them. Damn.
Mesmer originated a theory called
mesmerize. It just hit the dome, bruh. So to mesmerize, they're talking about that guy, bro.
magnetism, later on named mesmerism. Mesmer was led by the spirits to believe, and this is what a priest said, was led by the spirits to believe that certain persons have a magnetic influence within themselves, so to speak, that would cause them to have great power over other persons, even to the point of placing them into a trance. And at that time,
these are the people with the superpowers at church. Like, I can pray over your life and change your life.
That was readily accepted by people in general at the time that Mesmer lived. So people realized, you know, that some people got a capacity to put you into a trance. That's the way. Now, by the time that he died, in 1815, a lot of the physicians in Europe were using hypnotism as a means of anesthesia.
Now, hypnotism is the same as mesmerism?
That's right. Okay. So mesmerism that's been developed to a...
Yeah, you just answered the question, right? Mesmerism is same as hypnotism.
Higher degree of
hypnotism.
Refinement. And the priest went on saying that the plan of Satan to deceive the human family this way, he says is the most intriguing thing to his mind. And he went on saying how it was going to be brought about. He said that a fellow by the name of Darwin and another fellow by the name of Thomas Henry Huxley would be used by the spirits because in their childhood they had been hypnotized by medical doctors, and they figured that they would be real good subjects to lead the people into this belief that they had, that Satan wanted to bring into people's lives.
Now, what were those 3 points again, Roger? The 3 things were, number 1, that they did not want Satan did not want the human family to think that he or his angels existed.
Right.
The second point that you made had to do with taking control of people's minds.
That's right.
The third point was what?
Was to destroy the Bible without burning it.
Okay.
See?
And what was the strategy on that?
On that, it was very interesting. Because after the Great General Council, it was decided, that Satan would tutor Charles Darwin personally in setting up the principles of his theories of evolution. He was tutored by Lucifer himself, fallen Lucifer. And at that time, it was understood, Satan and his spirit counselors understood, that if a person was led to believe in the theory of evolution, it would, in his life, destroy completely the creation week of the Bible, the fall of man, and plan of redemption. It would do away with it.
In one fell swoop.
Yeah. Now, he made a unique statement.
You know, just watching this and thinking about the whole thing, I'm thinking like, it is not far away. Like, this world that we live in is not that old at all. Because if the way that he's talking about is like something that just happened yesterday, you know? So as March, yeah, it's like it just happened, bro. And that makes me think like, okay, yeah, it's not that old, bro. In all these years that they say now we are in 2020 something, 24, 25, whatever the year you're watching this video. But like, the thing is, I don't think we're in 2,000 years, bro. This is like 2,000 years after the death of Jesus. I feel like some years maybe they were added more, like just to make this whole thing like complex, like it's been many years, but like I don't think they kind of like probably messed up with the days, bro. And like it's not like that many years, 2,000 years. It's me now. My mind is going wild. Anyway, let me stop before I go super wild.
He said that according to the spirits, anyone that teaches a theory of evolution is considered to be a minister of a great religious system.
And imagine that dude, that guy with the monkey things, telling us that we evolved from monkeys and we were once yo, people are dumb, bro. They were teaching us at school. Me, I never believed that. I'm like, yo, why is it like, I even asked my teacher, I remember, bro, like, I was like, why is it like, if people came from monkeys, why is it that the, like, because like, in my village back home, right, we have mountains. So, it's a very mountainous area, right? So, you know, like monkeys like mountains, they live in the mountains and all the 9 yards, right? So, the question was, why is it I've been to the mountains and I have never seen a monkey or an old monkey that is now trying to evolve into at least, you know, closely related to a human, something like that. I've never seen that. But they up here at school telling us, oh, the evolution is like we all came from monkeys. We were like apes. We were like this and that. Okay, now if it was that, why is it not happening now? Why are we being born of man and woman and but not monkeys giving birth to? You know what I mean? It doesn't make sense. So they had to do this thing. Like anyone teaching the theory of evolution is considered to be a minister of that great religious system. So that guy was now considered one of the greatest because of the stupid idea that he came up with. That is when you start to notice and see that the devil is surely and truly working overtime, trying to what? Make us, yo, we gotta wake up, man. Might have been that the things that I've said here and there here like don't really make that much sense, but we gotta wake up. This one makes sense. We gotta wake up. Let's not let these dudes dictate how we should live our lives. But at the same time, we gotta find God and also try to find our pure purpose in this world. Why are we here? Because we're not just here just to breathe and die. Some people just believe like we're just here to breathe and die. Like, okay, that's it, dead, gone. You know what I mean? You're gonna live without fulfilling your purpose. You're here for some reason. So what is our reason up here? I'm starting to believe like maybe a bit of my reason, a bit of my purpose is maybe make these videos. I'm joking, but like I'm serious, dog. What we have to find our purpose in this world. We gotta understand why are we here and dig deeper, bro. Anyway, I think I'm just gonna stop it right here, man. Like this video is way too long. We cannot go like all the 3 hours like in one take or in one day. So I'll see you on the next one, hopefully very soon, and hopefully that my PC is not gonna act up. And yeah, man, we're gonna continue from the next video. I hope that you enjoyed this reaction. And also, if you have any thoughts and questions, please don't forget to just hit the like, subscribe, and I'm not gonna edit this video. I'm gonna put it out as is, bro. That's how real we are here. This is like Family Matters. I'm gonna change this to like Family Matters, you know? Gotta pull each other up, man. Can't let them just win. We cannot let them win. Right now they're trying to force us to believe that, oh, it's okay, you can love whoever you want to love. Okay, I'm gonna love whoever I want to love. My wife. Not another dude. I'm like, yo, what's up, bro? You know what I mean? Yeah. I love my best friend. He's a dude. He's my best friend. Not boyfriend. Best friend. Difference. You get it? Man, if you're offended, I'm sorry. But we all know when we grew up and where we grew up from, so many things were not acceptable. Why should we start accepting them now just because we're trying to fit in? I've never been that guy who always wants to fit in, bro. For me, it's been the case like, if they don't want me, it's all good. If they want me, it's good, right? At the end of the day, I'm winning, bro. I woke up. I had water to drink. I had food to eat. I had clothes to wear. I had a roof over my head. I had a bed to sleep on. So I am good. I don't worry about other people's business. I don't care. Right? But what I care about is that I'm soon to have my own kids. And the world where my kids are going to be raised in, that's what really worries me. I'm worried about the world where my kids are going to grow up in. I grew up in a world where like everything was cool, bruh. Like we were playing outside, all us out in the sun, bruh. Like we were grounded, bruh. I almost got hit twice by lightning because I was always out. These kids will never experience that. They'll never get missed by the lightning because they're always sleeping out. I'm not saying being hit by lightning is okay, but I'm just saying like it's an experience. It's something that you can now talk about and say, hey, I've had this experience in my life. It was like this. You know what I mean? It makes it fire, bro. Like, it makes the whole thing exciting. Anyway, man, I'm not trying to filter myself or filter this. I'm trying to be as honest as I can be and talk my mind, my thoughts. Let's just say what you feel, It's not illegal to think yet, so I'm just saying what I think. I'll see you on the next one. Boom.